Chicago on a Saturday, and this self-confessed design nerd is in for a real treat. Carol Ross Barney, AIA gold medal winner, has agreed to meet me to show me how cities can save the planet. Carol.
Mike, so good to see you.
Yes, well, thank you for giving up your Saturday. Amazing.
Welcome to my studio.
Yes, and obviously not too many people here on the Saturday.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Let me show you around. We'll take a little tour.
Now, Carol, you do a lot of work in urban areas.
I do. Cities are going to save the planet. Right now, over half the people in the world live in cities, and by mid-century, it'll probably be around 70%.
Goodness.
Cities are where we are the most creative, and it's where we can live most sustainably. So it's important to make cities livable.
Okay, so what are some of your tricks?
Sorry, Mike, no tricks.
I hate that answer.
But it's the truth. It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
There are some things, though, that we are really interested in that often appear in our work. The studio, for example, you can see we have natural light, a lot of natural materials. People are happier and work better in natural spaces like this.
Yeah, there's biophilia on display.
Exactly. Sort of proof that it works. So, Mike, here's an aerial photograph of the Chicago Riverwalk. Where were you this morning?
Oh, Carol, I did the whole thing. So is it 1.5 miles, is it?
Yeah, it's 9 city blocks. And it's really a good example of why the design of infrastructure is so important to livable cities. A lot of people think design is just about buildings, but the spaces in between infrastructure, those are important too.
Okay, yes, the bits in between the buildings.
The pieces that make the city work.
Yeah.
It's one of the most important things we design. But I'd like to take you to another project too on our way to the Riverwalk. It's pretty close to here. The reason is because this is a big project in a city scale, but little projects need good design too, and they're really important. So on the way to the Riverwalk, I'm going to take you to a really small project, a hamburger stand.
This is the burger joint you were talking about?
This is it.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I think I've heard of them. So McDonald's is one of your clients. I
Yes.
did not see this coming.
Yes, you're standing in McDonald's global flagship Chicago.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, McDonald's is headquartered here, and they built this restaurant to show their vision. It is the first LEED Platinum, that means very sustainable, fast food restaurant in the world. So some of the features, the timber structure has low embodied carbon. It's also recyclable. When you came in, you might have noticed that we had a big pergola that creates shade. It has 1,000 solar panels on it, and those panels create 60% of the energy that the building uses. And we talked before about biophilia.
Yeah.
You can see that the whole atmosphere of this puts you in touch with nature in the outdoors.
Yeah.
And then on our roof, we have apple trees planted.
Now, Carol, you would know this stat. How many outlets does McDonald's have?
Oh, globally, McDonald's has over 40,000 restaurants.
Wow. So think of the footprint, the impact from that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we talked about the impact of big projects like the Chicago Riverwalk, but this shows how little projects can also have an impact, that every project is important.
Well, Carol, this is lovely. And I bet there must have been quite the journey to create this ongoing promenade along here.
You know, Mike, how you say that project was so hard, it took an act of Congress?
Yeah.
In the US, waterways are controlled by Congress. To build the Riverwalk, we needed more land.
Yeah.
And Congress gave us 20 feet additional land under the bridge. And that gave us the opportunity to create this continuous walkway.
Carol, you're formidable. I can imagine this was a project where it's just like never give up.
Oh, it is. But it allowed us to let the bridges create rooms, and each room has a different feel.
So tell me about this room.
Well, this room is called the River Theater, and what we did here is we took the city street and we bent it down to the river. It's a great space. It's a contemplative space. You could read a book here, eat your lunch here. It's also a space that has a tragic part of Chicago's history. Right here, the Eastland Psych in 1915, with a loss of life of 800 people. The river is really seeped in Chicago history. That's just one example.
So this is another room.
Yes, This is the jetty. This is our recreation of what Chicago River would look like in nature. Chicago River is really a sluggish river, and the banks were wetlands. So these are floating plants. And beneath us is probably the world's largest fish hotel. Underneath these piers, we've created places for fish to live, and then fish food grows underneath these plants. That's what the fish eat.
And I guess if the fish are back, then the river must be cleaner than it's ever been.
The river is clean. In fact, tomorrow, Chicago's holding the first Chicago swim marathon in 100 years. The river is clean enough to fish and to swim.
Well, Carol, we're back in perhaps my favourite room, the River Theatre. But I guess this project never really has an end. I can imagine it continuing to evolve.
Oh, the river continues to change. There are more projects on the river. In fact, I have some crazy ones on my mind. The bridge houses, for example, the bridge keepers used to live there so they could raise the bridges at any hour, but now they're vacant. I'd like to turn those into Airbnbs.
Oh, what a great idea. I could see myself up there with in a white fluffy dressing gown drinking a short black.
It'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it? Amazing.
I have a little gift for you. This is a book that we wrote about the history of Chicago's rivers and also the design of this project.
Oh, I have to get you to sign it.
I think that the lesson here is it shows you how good design and public space can change a city. I'm a native Chicagoan. When I started this project, even I didn't understand how important this space was and how it could change the way people think about Chicago. Good design is a superpower. It can change cities.
What a great way to spend a Saturday. Thanks, Carol.
I've enjoyed it too. Thanks for coming to Chicago, Mike.